Get this, all right? There's only 3 reasons anyone would ever sell a course. And in today's world, we know truly why it is, okay? So there's one of 3 reasons that I've broken down with my, magnum opus of a fucking brain, all right? So, reason 1, they're greedy. Reason 2, they're not making as much profit or income as they are leading you to believe. Or 3, they're actually trying to help you, which is a super rare occurrence in today's world, and I highly doubt that's even true in many fucking cases, okay? So here's a foolproof way that you can actually learn anything you want, and I will show you without even using any fucking words, or, I'll just be waving my arms the whole time, because I've been seeing some shit and it's just pissing me off, because everyone's getting scammed, nobody wants to put in the work, and the people who are selling these courses to you actually put in the work and know you're not going to. One more thing I want you to think about before I continue is think about the logistics of these people who sell these courses, right? Okay, so if someone's trying to sell me a course, and let's just for the sake of the video, let's just say it's a day trader, okay? Because that's like the most stereotypical course anyone could sell you. Let's say it's a day trader, okay? So they're selling you this product. Hey, I want you. Their main goal is to get money from your pocket into their pocket, okay? They don't care about you. They don't care about, because think about this. If they're giving you all the secrets, if they're showing you everything in this $50, $80 a month course, do you really think that it'd be as profitable for them to keep doing it, right? Or do you think that it'd still be ideal for them to be doing something that everyone now has the secrets to? No. Okay, they're not telling you everything, and they don't want you to succeed as good as them, because at the end of the day, they'll be losing money if you're just as good as them at it, okay? So they're not teaching you the proper way to do anything. Everything is at your fingertips now. Like the Library of Alexandria, you can literally fucking look it up, and like all this shit will fucking be everywhere. Obviously, that burnt down, but like you get the point. There's so much knowledge like at our fingertips. People are just not wanting to put in the work. Step 1 is to find, your interest. Find the thing that you want to learn about. Whether it's a career path or a hobby or whatever the fuck, just decide like what you want to know. For the sake of this video, I'm going to be providing 2 examples just, to better benefit you. So I'm going to provide a recreational example, such as hobbies. Specifically mine is going to be music. The second one is going to be a professional, more career-based option, which in my case will be banking, financial literacy, personal finance, that kind of thing. For example 1, let's say you want to learn this guy, the guitar, electric guitar, acoustic guitar, whatever you want, okay? Now, what would your first instinct be? As you pick up a guitar, as you're wanting to learn the guitar, what would you type into your browser, into your YouTube? What would you type in? How to play the guitar. Okay, great. A lot of people don't know how to search things. That's very vague. It can lead you to a bunch of different, you don't know where to start. This is a hack for anything. Type 101 after it. Guitar 101, beginners. Financial literacy 101, beginners. Stocks 101, beginners. Anything 101 beginners, you will find a plethora of things that explain to you the basics. The first thing you need to learn is the basics. There's no way around it. Our next step is to study or practice. In the case of the guitar, we're going to look up the basics, and we're going to figure out some chords. We're going to figure out how to hold the guitar. We're going to figure out, how to put our fingers where. We're going to figure out how to pick the strings. We're going to figure all that. We're going to figure out how to tune the guitar, all the basic stuff that you need to know. Okay, that's all going to be in the 101. As you're looking into this beginner 101 thing, as you're learning the basics, make sure you have a notebook, okay? Make sure you have a notes app, Google Docs, Google Sheets, whatever you like to use, whatever is fit to you, use it. Write stuff down, okay? You're not going to remember everything. It doesn't matter who you are, unless you have photographic memory, you need to write stuff down, okay? People get in over their heads. They're like, oh, I'm going to remember this. I'm too good for, I'm too good for practicing. I'm too good for staying in the habit. I'm too good for doing research, okay? You're not. If you hear a term you don't understand, write it down, do research on it afterward. Maybe I'm curious about, how does a guitar work? How do the pickups work? how do these little things, like, how does it transmit into the amp? How do the strings work? Like, how to restring a guitar, maybe, like, just things that I'm very, you can look up so much things with this, like, just by looking at it, like, what are the knobs on a guitar? Just stuff like that. Just do very intensive research on things that might seem really minuscule, but at the end of the day, they're going to get you very far and, like, ahead of the curve. Step 2, set goals. My goal by the end of this month, January, was to play all the major scale shapes on the guitar at 100 beats per minute. Doable, okay? Now we have to establish a schedule. Think of schedules and routine as kind of the road, to the destination, which is your goal. Because if you just are like, okay, I live in Arkansas and I want to go to New York. Okay, do you know how to get there? Like, what's your plan? Where are you going to stop? How many times are you going to stop? What's the weather going to look like? There's so many factors that go into it, but make sure that you don't skip your practice. Make sure you don't skip your study. Never settle. The most important part about all of this, and what we're going to continue to talk about, is that you have to want it. And before we continue, I don't mean to sound harsh, or I don't want to be like mansplaining or anything, but I think it's really important that people just hear the truth. No cover-ups, no like paywall, nothing. I really just want people to hear this and like understand it, and hopefully, this can help them achieve stuff. And here's the best part that 99% of people don't even get to, because they're just either too lazy or don't want to put in the work, or get too comfortable, which I will elaborate on later. The best part is that after you achieve 1 or 2 goals, it's a snowball effect. It's going to keep going. You won't even, have to think about it anymore. As long as you keep putting in the work, as long as you keep making time for what you want to do, it will achieve itself, okay? I'm a firm believer that there's not really a luck factor to anything. You can do anything that you want to if you put in enough time and effort. One thing I wanted to touch on was the comfortability thing. Comfortability, however you pronounce that. Comfort, really dangerous. We're humans. We strive for comfort. That's our ultimate goal at the end of the day, meeting all our needs, whatever. Maslow's hierarchy of needs, if you're a psychology person. But yeah, like, we just want comfort, okay? We just want to be comfortable. We don't want to have to worry about stuff. People get in their heads that they can buy a course, or they can pay someone to be a personal trainer or a meal prep, or, they can pay their way through everything, or give people money to teach them stuff. The only person that can teach anything to you is you. The only person that can choose to listen to anything or choose to do anything is you. No one else, not your mom, not your dad, not your sister, not your brother, not your grandmother, not your neighbor, not your best friend, not your best friend's mother. None of them are going to be able to help you the way that you can. So when people get comfortable, what tends to happen is, okay, you know what, I did good for a month. I did good for a couple of months. I did good for a year even, in extreme cases. I did good for X amount of time, and I'm clearly showing results, so I can take it easy a little bit. All right? I don't have to go super hard. I'm just going to take it, I'm chill, like, I can play this tune on the guitar, like, or like, I know this much about banking or personal finance. Oh, I already invested like, $10,000 into my like IRA, like, oh, I'm chilling, like, I can take a little break. The problem with that, okay, is that when you're not doing something, someone else is. And that someone else is the person who's going to be selling you that course in 5 years. Moment of silence. So if that doesn't make you realize I can't do anything else to help you, that's just something that you have to come to terms with. And if you're okay with that, if you're okay with your next door neighbor being up $500,000 in net worth by the time you're 30, maybe a family with kids, and you're just, kind of lost still, it's because you didn't want to do anything about it. And I'm a hater on motivational speakers, okay? I fucking hate them. Every single one of them. There's not one, that I actually enjoy listening to. Most of the time they're douchebags. They think they're on top of the world. They're like, if you're not making 100, if you're not making 100K this month, you're doing something wrong. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? What's that guy's name? I don't even know. But like, I'm so tired of all that bullshit, okay? And I'm not here to be a motivational speaker. I'm just telling you the truth. Like, I don't care if I motivate you or not. I just felt like there's so many people being lied to, and I can't sit here and be like, watch so many people in these comment sections be like, learn, and then the author's like, oh, sent you a DM. Like, this is the most like pathetic shit I've ever seen. Like, put in the time. If you want to learn about stocks or investing, go buy a book. Learn how, I don't know, I don't even know anything about it. Like, candles work. Learn how, learn what times it's best to trade and what times it's best not to. Learn, when to sell, when not to sell. Whatever. I don't even know the terms for that, but like, even me not knowing anything, like, I'd know where to go because of the format. Learn the basics. Look up the basics. 101. Remember that. Here's what we're going to do. Which way it works best? Probably, is this like boom? But yeah. 101. Okay, we're just going to use 101. Practice. Schedule, or goals first. Last, schedule. Okay? So, kind of like this kind of motion, and you just kind of want to keep going like this. Like moving your hips around, I don't want to be fucking weird, but like this is how it needs to look. This is the motion, okay? This is what people say when they have motion. This is what it means when they have motion, okay? If you don't have motion, this is what yours looks like. I'll take a break. Okay, I'm gonna start over here. Wait, hold on. I have to go back here. You don't want to be that guy. Just here to tell you that. Hopefully this wasn't too long of a video. Hopefully I didn't like regurgitate a lot of the same shit. I'm not a professional speaker. I didn't have any notes for this. I literally wanted to talk about this like 5 minutes ago. I've been wanting to talk about it, but I was just like, okay, I have to do it. Otherwise I'm not going to later. But yeah, so I didn't have a script or anything. I'm not trying to like motivate you, like none of that weird shit. Like just listen, okay? And I'll put like some sort of like, I don't know, Google Doc or something that just has like the layout, like 101. It's literally gonna be like 4 words. I don't know if it helps. But yeah, that's pretty much it.